Hey, Gutfoxx here. Today we got Pig Iron to Steel Splendor, where I take an all-bronze Steelers squad and upgrade through achieving goals and getting more Steelers added to that squad that are higher overall. Check the description for a link to my blog with all the rules and roster breakdown among who I can potentially get on the team. The sponsor today are MUT, an all-bronze age fella needs. And this team here is still in the bronze age, but we got a little bit of gold sprinkled in with Mike Wallace. As you just saw, I put a long snapper in. Thanks RNG with that last one, with that pick. But yeah, naturally when I think of Mead, as we go through this squad a little bit more, comparing LeGarrette Blount, moving him up a spot in my roster. When I think of Mead, I think of the Great Halls in like medieval times, you know, the ADs, more recent history. But Mead samples were found dating back to the Bronze Age, which was 3000 BC to 1200 BC or so. So Mead has got quite a bit of history, fermented honey there. But anyways, y'all in here for history, y'all are here for some Madden. So listen to Dan Carlin's podcast, I guess, if you want history. Let's get to it as we go through the roster a little bit more, comparing to my bronze players, LeGarrette Blount. You know, he is a little slow on the speed department, so, you know, got to use him as a blunt force weapon up the middle. Really halfback dives with that trucking. Just going through the defense now. We got basically an all-bronze squad, but, you know, as I said before in the last video, if you remember from last week, I got 3 corners. So in dime formations, I got Mike Wallace on the field, that gold. A little bit of gold sprinkled in, which is nice to user because he's got that speed. I also have kick returns. I should maybe take a look at taking him off kick returns so Stanham isn't killed, because he is a two-way player. He's like Charles Woodson in college or Deion Sanders everywhere. I mean, that guy played baseball, football, cornerback, wide receiver, everything. I'm surprised he's not, you know, running for president right now too, while leading the corporation of Walmart. I don't know. That's a bad joke, but you guys are used to it. This whole thing is one bad joke one after. Oh, Mike Wallace there with the speed out. We got the Steelers playbook, Steelers uniforms. I should say I am on white. This is really confusing. I'm sorry for that. I haven't said that so far. I'm in white here on offense, and yes, of course, right before I announce who I am, can I be on black? I want to be on the black team now. Switch with me, Red. Switch, please. But anyways, yeah, he throws a pick. No, he doesn't throw a pick. Come on, team. We got to get them hands on the ball, like Al Bundy here. More of a catch than a scratch. He throws it deep. Another drop by Ventrone. Block shed. Take it to the shed. Get the tackle. Nice work. Come on, D. 3rd and 10. We can stand up to him. Add away. We knock it down. He punts the ball back to us, so we do a little toss to cheese it back. We do not have Blount in on the tosses for that lack of speed, but he does do damage up the middle with fullback dive. So fullback dive and toss is what we can use in rookie second to really drive the field. And I mean, a lot of people still do it in higher levels too. The fullback dive and toss out of these formations, the heavy run scheme. And what is that? I threw the flats to Blount last and then ran up the middle with Schuerman. So my play calling is a little funky. I like to rotate my backs, of course, because especially with guys like this, they don't have much. As Heath Miller gets the touchdown at away, Heath Bar. Quick pitch to the outside of that shotgun set. You should be able to recognize that from now on. Shotgun. Gosh, I am just messing up here. That strong close. Again, another pitch. So we move our linebackers wide to help with that pitch. We do knock it inside. He throws a very late corner out, but his receiver still comes down with it out of bounds. And 4th down, the ball becomes our. We're hoping for a rage quit because that gets us one extra player in the RNG machine. Although the RNG machine hasn't been too kind to us. Mike Wallace with the reception up the side. And Blount cannot run over 2 players. Unfortunately, you think with his trucking at this level of competition, I mean, the guy I'm playing against also has a bronze squad. I'm not saying anything bad about him. Can we hit that? Landry Jones. We had a wide open receiver. Your feet were set. I don't know what happened to you there. I feel like a wet noodle could have completed that pass. He's throwing a little bit of like, that was a little, I don't know, touch pass there to my corner. Made it really easy. You should have snapped through that ball. We're going up the seam here. Check out the aggressive catch with the aggressive defense knocking it out of my player's hands. Go back to the flag. Get him, you know, make him bring the defense up before we hit him deep with the corner route. There we go, Gardner. Oh, did you get the roses? Yes, you did. 17-0. Screen pass. Wow, our low play rec players are actually reading the screen, surprisingly. He runs the screen again, as you want to do with a successful play. Twice in a row. Another? No, not another. But he goes up the scenes. We get the pick. But there's only 2 seconds left in the second half, so it's gonna be hard for us to capitalize on that. Let's huck it deep. Oh no, let's screen. Fake out, go wide, and the juke doesn't really work with a guy who doesn't really know how to juke. Oh, we missed the pick. I mean, the only juke he knows is the jukebox is because his moves are from the 50s. All right, his run game is pretty strong there. Diving up for, what, 15 yards, stabbing me down a little. Short passes and long bombs, looks like it. You know, run some stick routes here, and I'm sitting on that stick that time. You can only run that same route 4 times before I get in front of it. Inside zone here because it's kind of cheesy, but our line gets block shed because we aren't very good. You know, when you get drafted long snappers and whatnot, that kind of took off on me. Regular airplane right there. When you're drafting long snappers, unfortunately, instead of getting those high overall players, you're not going to do so well on that offensive line. Corner routes we're killing him with. He hasn't been adjusted to corner routes. Runs up the middle, he's definitely adjusted to. Adjusted like my belt after Thanksgiving. He brought the heat there on a, looked like a man blitz. Brought 7 on me. Good call by him, got the heat to me. But that time, Heath is there. Heath is there for the consistent, reliable hands. Third down converted. We got the touchdown. We beat the line of scrimmage like an egg. And we're just over it. So, ooh, flat pass. Nice. And he can outrun my D. We get a nice little hit stick animation there. And this game's getting a little old for me. How do you guys feel? Pick it. End it. Thank you very much. Here's conceded. That means we get 2 rolls of the dice. 1 for winning and 1 for the rage quit. Alright, just scrolling through the guys that we can get potentially. I want to show you the massive amount of Steelers they have in this game. I mean, it's insane the amount of cards in this game. You don't really notice that until you actually run this tool. Random number picker. Let's pick it. 70 Willie Cologne. Not great. Whoa. That's the reverse animation EA gives you. 70 run block. Ouch. I don't know. Lawrence Timmons. Oh, God, yes. There it is. We got an elite middle linebacker. Head away, Timmons. How do you guys like that? Pretty jaded clip there. But anyways, 78 speed. Actually, that's really bad. For an elite, that's pretty bad. But it's an elite still play rec. So maybe we don't have to use her. Thanks for watching, guys. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow with the same series. It's fun.